It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. We will be watching Russell Westbrook in this one, and we hear from so many players and coaches who all say Westbrook has the mindset of the greats. What does that mean to you, Shaq?
You know, he plays with the swagger and the confidence. You know, a lot of guys in the league do not possess that. And he's a complete alpha player on the court. He's a big guy, a dominant big guy in a little man's body.
No, he's a dominant little guy with a big heart. So I would say, I don't like to be a big man. I tell you what he does. His athleticism is unparalleled by anybody in the league. So what happens is you always have to put your bigger guard on him, and that changes the mismatches all over the court.
Let us get it down to Kevin Harlan as tip-off approaches.
Stop rephrasing my phrase.
In Milwaukee, where the Bucks are looking to take one in the interconference game at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Lakers. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And when I look at the Lakers, they fought awfully hard this season, and they've got the results to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, but their work is far from finished, Greg. You know that. Their success in the regular season is all well and good, but that'll be forgotten if they don't make a run in the postseason.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So the Lakers win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Bryant. Brandon Bass is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the Bucks with possession. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
The kick out to Bryant. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Bryant's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Lakers.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Here's LeBron. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. James dishes to Bass. The shot no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Antetokounmpo passes to Teague. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Teague. Off the pick. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Teague.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's James. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Shoots. And Lopez pulls it down.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Antetokounmpo against Bass. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
The Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Westbrook against Holiday. Here's Howard. Lopez with the block.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Bass against Middleton. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Westbrook, another key contributor to that nice win against Chicago.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
That one misses for Westbrook.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Teague with a clean look. Milwaukee the rebound. Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Lakers trail by 5.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. We'll go to Dorisburg, who spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. Doris, what's the news there?
He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Teague, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Teague against Kobe. 4 on the shot clock. Lopez sets a screen for Middleton. Off the screen, and the dunk by Lopez.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's LeBron after the basket by Milwaukee. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. LeBron James on the wing, defended by Middleton.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
And that's always your first priority defensively, Greg, and I think they're doing a nice job.
Lakers trail by 7. And it's Kobe missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Teague with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Holiday with another miss. Lakers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Bryant against Teague, and he gets the bucket. Bryant's got 5 points so far.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Lopez, a screen on Westbrook. Teague can't get it to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
And I think most fans thought that once they couldn't win it in regulation, they had missed their opportunity. And overtime wasn't going to go their way. But I tell you what, you got to give them credit for pulling it out.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for T. There's a screen. The feed to Middleton, and stolen by James. Goes up, and LeBron throws it down hard.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Lisa comes in for Brandon Bass. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kobe. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 38 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists. And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
T dishes to Lopez. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Releases from the wing and drills it. And now a 4-point Bucks lead.
And, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 5. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. From 15 feet away, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Holiday, and the layup's good off the glass. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
LeBron outside, pass to Howard. Dishes it to Rondo. Passes to James. Outside Westbrook. And again, no good by the Lakers. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Holiday. Now Middleton. He's got 6. Back to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Middleton with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 9 points for Chris Middleton.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
A different look from Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Lopez. Parker comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Mayo in for Drew Holiday. Nick Young's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 9. Rondo passes to Ariza. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Milwaukee is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And that one's good. Parker.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Here's Westbrook. Jabari Parker making his last shot. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The players you see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A list of the steal leaders among point guards. Jeff Teague on top.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
Well, he should enjoy it as good as he is as a defender. I mean, if he's on you, you can't relax at all. He gives opposing point guards nightmares. Activity, energy are just too much for some guys to deal with.
Here's Middleton. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Goes up at the stripe. They get the rebound. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. No good from outside. Lakers trail by 11. To the paint to stop the run. And Westbrook with the layup. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Mayo. An 11-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
And here's Rondo. O.J. Mayo getting it to go from deep. Howard with the screen on Mayo. It's Westbrook with the drive. Howard down with both hands.
Boy, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Rondo against Teague. Here's the screen. Outside Mayo. Feeds to Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Bucks leading by 7. Teague drives in. Good D by Ariza.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Henson's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Bazemore's checked in. That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. T kicks to Parker. Pass to Portis. It's Mayo on the wing. And the pass to Portis. Shoots from the baseline. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. Rondo dishes to Bazemore. Howard with the screen on Teague. Bazemore passes to Young. This one for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win, because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Here's Bazemore. Good if it goes. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks on top, up by 4. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective. Well, at Kobe's age, and with the 2 years' worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Trevor Ariza. Brandon Bass is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. And they double up James. Rondo kicks it to Bazemore. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone, as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
And here is Teague. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. There's the screen. Now the dish to Holiday. Fires the three. Ariza with the rebound.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And a wide open look for Rondo. Misses the three.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Outside Rondo. To the paint, Bass. And Henson sends it back. And he gets it back. The drive by LeBron. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Lakers also with a sub. Ryan's checked in. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Rondo. And the Lakers with another miss. Bucks leading by 8. There's the pick. Parker dishes to Holiday. And it's sent back by Bryant. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Bazemore passes to Bryant. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Howard's checked in for Bass. Brown comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about Which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players? What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And the Lakers call time here.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really two different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Lakers trail by 11. Westbrook with it. 6 points for him. Over in the corner, Brown. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates.
Here's Lopez. LeBron grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the dunk by Lopez.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Lakers trail by 9. Kicks it to Howard. He feeds it to Kobe. He dishes it to Westbrook. Screen by Howard. On the wing, James. Defended by Middleton. Shot clock at 3. Bryant gets a wide open look. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The one-hand tomahawk for you, folks. That's automatic highlight reel material.
That got their entire bench right up and out of their chair.
And Kevin, how about the reaction from his teammates? Not just on the bench. Look at the guys even in the game.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 5. Brown wide open. He fires. Los Angeles with another miss.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 2nd in field goal percentage. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger, with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he can even move higher up the rankings.
Portis, he's checked in for Parker. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Kobe. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Now, here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. Screen by Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Brown kicks to Westbrook. Lets the three fly. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Holiday.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here's LeBron. 5 points in the game. And the Lakers with another miss.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
And they double him up with LeBron. Back to Westbrook. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Howard, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Brook Lopez. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
First free throw is good. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back, then his body betrays him.
The Bucks making a switch here. Mayo's checked in. Nick Young's checked in for Los Angeles. Both shots good from the stripe.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, through the injuries, he dropped down to 23 total double-doubles. But that was in only 41 games. So the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
The shot's good from Ellington.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Milwaukee leading by 17. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Mayo for the 3. Here's Lopez. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws. Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games.
The first one falls.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for James. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Portis. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And here's Westbrook following the 3 from Drew Holiday. And he gets it to go. That's 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Lopez a screen in the corner. Mayo with it. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 6 points for O.J. Mayo.
This is really the story of the game here. They've been excellent from behind the arc.
They set the screen. Young against Middleton. Screen by Howard. Young dishes to Howard. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. A shot by Ellington, no good. Milwaukee leading by 19. Shot by Mayo is no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Westbrook kicks to Ariza. His three-pointers off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's 13 points for Chris Middleton.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Westbrook passes to Ariza. Fires the three. Ariza with another miss. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And Young, here we go. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
A different look for Milwaukee. Henson checked in for Lopez. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. And then for the Lakers, Brandon Bass is checked in for Howard. Ken Bazemore comes in for Wayne Ellington. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. The kick out to Mayo. Takes a three. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. 9 points for O.J. Mayo.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Now here's Rondo. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Now here's Teague. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Henson with the screen. Shot off the pick. Milwaukee the rebound. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Rondo. Bass with the screen. 11 seconds left now here in the second. Young's shot is off. Now here's Teague from deep three-point range and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Bucks on top, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
They were Brick City, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.